Are you wondering, will he ever contact me again? I'm Rosetta. Pick a card, 1, 2, or 3, and I will do a detailed tarot reading for you with guidance from Spirit to answer the question, will he ever contact you again? And don't forget to stay to the end, the very end of this video, when I'm going to be pulling oracle cards as well for all 3 groups. All right, timestamps are in the description below. Let's go. Welcome group 1. So as I am shuffling the cards for you, please focus on the person you're asking about. Who is the person? Who is the he or the she or the they in this question? Because we're asking, will they ever contact you again? And then the card that you chose is the Page of Wands. So for today's reading, the actual card you chose is going to give you some guidance on whether you're in the right place. So this is a situation where you feel very unsure about what is this person's intentions. It's like this is a situation where you were never really quite clear about what this person felt toward you. So if you're someone who was very clear, you were both deeply in love, you felt very secure at one time, and now it's off again, and you're wondering what is the status of things, then this is probably not your reading. This is for the person who is has always felt insecure about this other person and what their intentions were. So you may want to check out group 2 or group 3 if this is not your situation. This is the situation where you've always been off balance with this person, and now you're wondering, will he contact you again? All right, with that being understood, let's see what we have for you. Will he contact you again, or will she contact you again? Will they contact you again? All right, this is really interesting. We may have to pull a couple extra cards, guys. So it feels like, so you may feel that irreparable damage has been done and there's no turning back. So your feeling on this, or the backstory, is it just seems like whatever happened to separate the two of you is just so horrible that you're afraid you cannot go back from it. But in the future, we see Ace of Cups. So this is where I'm going to have to draw an extra card or two, because is this representing the person you're asking about? And this would be signifying that, yeah, there is going to be a renewal of this relationship, which means, yeah, but who's going to contact who is one of my questions. Will he be contacting you or not? And then, basis of this situation, 2 of Wands in reverse, was there a choice? Do you feel like this other person chose someone else instead of you? Or did you break up with him to be with someone else, and then that just didn't pan out, and now you're regretting your choice? So a couple of things could have happened here in this situation. Once again, you're now going to be knowing a little bit more whether you're in the right reading, group 1, or whether you should check out group 2 or group 3. So let's find out a little bit more about this Ace of Cups. So who's contacting who? We see that there's a chance for this relationship to get back together. Or if it wasn't, if it even didn't get to the point of being a relationship, we see something moving forward here. We see that there is a good opportunity for something to happen. All right, so will he be contacting the person who asked the question? Aha. Yeah, we see that you're going to have to make the first move in this case. So we see you depicted as the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like you just don't know, you don't feel comfortable maybe, or you don't know whether you should be the person to take the step, but yet we see there is an opportunity to start over or to make a better first impression if that's the space that you're in for whatever happened here. All right, does Spirit have anything left to advise or say to you in this case? Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so just another bit of guidance that Spirit wants to give you in this case is, if you are someone who's feeling that you're not the equal of the person you're interested in, then before you decide to contact this person or for you to get back in touch, or if you were the person who caused the difficulty, or whether you were the person who said the wrong thing, before you decide to make amends or before you decide to go back and reinitiate contact, then put yourself into the position first where you do consider yourself to be his equal. So if he's financially in a better position than you, then bring yourself up to his level before contacting him again. If he is if he's just got a more stable personality and you've been going through a lot of stuff lately, then heal and deal with all of your own stuff and then contact him. All right, group one, that's what I have for you, but don't forget to also scroll ahead to the end of this reading. I'll be putting a little message in here about exactly where in this reading the oracle cards start, but do be with me for the oracle cards, because as you know, a lot of times they add additional depth or interesting messages that are very different from what the tarot gives. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you over in the oracle card pulls. And don't forget, leave me a comment if this reading spoke to you. All right, blessings, everyone. All right, welcome, group two. So this week's reading, even the card you chose is going to help you decide whether you're in the right group or not. As always, as I shuffle the cards, please focus on the person who you have the question about. As I always say, these are group tarot readings. They're not the same specificity or detail as if I were doing a one-on-one tarot reading for you. So bear that in mind. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If this group does not seem to resonate with you, please go ahead and check out group 1 or group 3 and see if that one speaks more to your situation. And the reason I suggest you do that is precisely because this is a group tarot reading that is going to speak, each one of these groups is going to speak to certain viewers more than others. It's the nature of the beast. All right, group 2, the card you chose is the Page of Cups. And this image on this particular card, this is you're feeling very emotional. So if you are in the right place, you're feeling very emotional over this situation. You're feeling not so much unsure about your feelings or unsure about the other person's feelings. You're not feeling confused about the situation as much as you're feeling hurt. So if that doesn't seem to apply to you right away, you might want to go ahead and check out the reading for group 1 or group 3. But let's see what else we have for you that will also help you to know if you're in the right reading for today. So will he ever contact you again? Will she ever contact you again? Will they ever contact? We're just trying to hit all the pronouns here. All right, so some interpretations that we have for the cards we've pulled so far. We see the basis of the situation may be that in this relationship, he was feeling one thing one day, and then changeable. Then his mood was changing a week or two later. You weren't really sure how to read the situation. You weren't feeling consistent about how you were being treated. And if this was not a full-on relationship, if this was just someone you were interested in, same kind of thing could have been happening. Really friendly and smiling and seeming like he liked you one day, and then being more distant, moody the next. So that's the basis of the situation if you're in the right place. Behind this, Hermit in reverse. So this also may be you're in the right place if the person you're asking about is kind of a moody person, maybe a little bit of a loner. Maybe this is actually what attracted you or it attracts you to the person, but it can cause a lot of hurt feelings when you don't know what you're dealing with day to day. We all like to be with people who just show us the love, or show us the affection, or are open about the fact that they like us, or maybe are friendly to all. And that's not the overall personality of this person. We see the King of Wands ahead of you, so we see it's very likely that he will contact you again, or you will get back in touch again, or there's going to be the opportunity for you to have more interaction with this person again. So this is really seeming pretty cut and dried. My question, or what these cards are already depicting to me, wanting me to say to you is it worth it if you never quite know where you stand? So when this person does contact you again, or when you do run into this person again, or have more opportunity to hang out with this person or chat with this person, you get a feeling as you get back in touch with him, is this the personality that you really, that makes you feel good? Do you feel good when you interact with him? Or do you always sort of feel a little bit on edge, like you never know quite what the mood's going to be? You end up feeling maybe less good about yourself sometimes. So just pay attention to that, and let's see if Spirit has anything else that she wants to say to you. And then, hey, we're also having oracle card pulls for each of the three groups, so stay tuned at the end of the reading for that. Let's see if we have a little bit left in addition for the tarot to give to you. Okay, anything extra that you really feel that you want to say, tarot, for group 2. Yeah, it's the same message, group 2. So here's the two-edged sword. So if your person is somebody with a sharp tongue, someone who, like I say, is very changeable, it cuts this way one day, it cuts this way the other day, just be on the lookout. We already said it, this is just a reinforcement of that. So just take your time to decide, is this a person you really want to have as part of your world, as in your life? Do you want, especially if this is a romantic partner or romantic partner material, is this the kind of person that's going to give you what you want in the relationship, no matter how exciting or how dangerous or how edgy the person may seem? What is going to come out of it for you? What is the happiness factor for you in all of this? All right, group 2, thank you for being with me. Come over to the end, I'll timestamp it here for the oracle card draws at the end of the reading. All right, blessings. All right, welcome group 3. So we're going to turn right side up the card you chose, and it also, just the card you chose, is going to give you a little bit of insight into whether you've chosen the right group. Are you in the right place? As I shuffle the cards, please focus your mind on the person you're asking about. And remember, this is a group tarot reading. This is not a personal one-to-one reading with me, which would be much more specific to you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And always go to the reading for group 1 or group 2 if this one is not seeming like your situation. So for this one, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is a situation where you're busy, he, she, or they, whatever pronoun of person you're asking about, that person may be busy. So there's this element of lots of things going on, lots of busyness in your lives, and you're wondering, will he contact me? And what's going on? Is it really, is he just saying that he's busy? If this is an established relationship, is he just saying that, or is he really busy? Or is it a cover for something else is going on? So if that's seeming your situation, whether this is a friendship that you would like to be more, or whether this is an established relationship, or it was a new relationship that fell off the rails, stick with me, group 3. If this sounds already like it's not your situation, go please check out my reading for group 1 or group 2. And with that, let's see what we have for you. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Likely that if that is something that he is saying, it's likely that that's the truth. But we've got some other women in the picture, okay? So if you can adjust the genders of this any way that you want, but I know for these kind of love questions, 90% of my people viewing this are in heterosexual relationships, and that's really what we see going on here. So we see the Empress as the basis of the situation, and then we see the 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, a lot of busyness is going on for him, possibly also for you. But it looks like there's other things going on as well. So this is your reading if you already know or you suspect that there are other love interests in the picture for this person. And we've got a couple of ways that we're going to interpret these cards, so just hang in there with me. But is the person already married, perhaps? Whether, you may know this or you may not know this. This might be total news to you. Is there someone else, a serious partner in the picture already? Is he financially tied to this person? Does this person hold the purse strings in such a way that he's likely that he's never going to leave this person? So these are 2 things that can happen. Now the other way we can interpret this is these cards are relating to you. You have been too busy, and the person you're asking about, will he ever contact me again? Well, maybe he just feels you don't have time for him. So that's another way we can interpret this. Remember, this is a group reading, so I'm going to try to always interpret in a way that it can appeal to the various people who are viewing the reading. Are you more occupied with your career, with things going on? Are you juggling so many things that you have not spent as much time or attention on the other person? Okay, so those are things to consider. Now we've got all cards right side up here. So the question, will he ever contact you again? Likely. Okay, likely you will have the opportunity. So likely he will get in contact with you and you don't have to do anything. But just know that there may be, if this fits into your situation, just know that maybe there are some things that you will need to do to let him know that you want him to come closer. All right, that doesn't fit your situation at all. As I said again, check out group 1, group 2. I'm going to pull a couple extra cards to see what else Spirit has to say. Wow, this is just a money reading. Yeah, so just know, group 3, that once again, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a person who, his love language is gifts. So he's going to want you to be giving, giving, giving. Okay, he's used to being a kept man or a kept person, so to say, and that means a lot. So we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So we see him possibly flitting from relationship to relationship, just seeing like, where's he going to get the best deal? Where's he going to get the best deal? Now, if you like this, because there are some benefits to being the person who's doing all the providing, and one of them, namely, is that you get to be in charge and you get to call the shots. So if this is something that you like and you don't mind being the person who is paying for everything, the person who is the main breadwinner in the relationship, then this may not be a problem at all. But Spirit just wants you to know that this is part of the package. So once again, you will already, by this time, you will know, does this speak to you or not? It's a really specific message, more specific than the other two groups. So hang in there with me though, because we're going directly now to the Oracle card reading. And before we do, subscribe, click the notification bell, please. And as always, leave me a comment, especially if this very specific message did resonate with you. And now let's go over and pull some Oracle cards for everyone. All right, everybody, we are doing the Universe Has Your Back Oracle cards today, and we're going to be pulling 2 cards for each of the 3 groups. And if you viewed a couple of the different groups and found more than one group to be of value, and take the cards for both of those groups. And then in general, whether these cards are for your specific group or not, it still may be that some of them will resonate with you very strongly regardless of what group you watched. All right, guys, let's see what we have. So we're doing group 1, first card for group 1, first card for group 2, first card for group 3, and then we're going to do one more for each group. So here's our second card for group 1. Second card for group 2. Second card for group 3. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, group 1. First card we have for you today is, and we have it in reverse. So remember, when we get reverses, the way I read Oracle cards is the reverse messages are ones that you may have to work a little bit harder on. And the ones that are right side up, those are the ones that are likely you're going to go, oh yeah, that's right, but maybe I forget to do that one sometimes, okay? So the first one is, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with eyes of love. So how appropriate to today's question. So when and if your person does contact you, or you choose to contact them, you want to look and you want to take any past impressions or past baggage, let go of those, any preconceived opinions you already had, and you want to look at them as if you're seeing them for the first time with compassionate love. And that doesn't mean, love does not mean attachment. That doesn't mean that you're expecting them to be your person and then you put a lot of expectations on top of that. You're just going to look at them in a divine, loving, unattached way that's going to give you some important information on whether this is the right person for you. Because of course, at all times, you're looking at yourself with the eyes of love too. Like, what is best for me? All right, group 2, first card. In reverse. Energy flows where my intention goes. Okay, so what is your intention in relation to the question? So when you think, will he ever contact me again? Do you have a lot of anxiety about that? Do you have some pain, or do you have some feelings of maybe I wasn't enough? Is it because I'm not good enough? Or whatever it is. If you have some anxious feelings about this, then just know those anxious feelings are going to be funneled in to your interactions with this person when and if he contacts you again. So you really want to be as chilled out and as calm about this as possible, and just know that Spirit is always trying to bring you the things that will make you happiest in life. Even when in the short term, you don't necessarily get exactly what you want from the person you wanted it from, just know that universe is always trying to bring you the happiest life, the most enjoyable life possible. So try to let go of any bad feelings and just take the situation as it comes, because that is where the positivity lies. That's where your best chance even to be with this particular person will come. Group 3, first card. Hope is the conduit for miracles. And this is right side up, so likely you already know this and resonate with this. So it's fine to have hope. Don't fear about having hope. Just know that you deserve the best as well. You deserve the happiest relationship possible. And you just want to see whether this person is the person that makes you feel the best. Okay, but definitely have hope. All of this is about when this person contacts you, or one of the readings actually talked about you should be the person to make contact with him. So whichever way this goes, guys, just know that you are also important. Okay, it's not his opinion of you that matters. It's your opinion about yourself that matters. Okay, second card, group 1, in reverse. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So if you're going through a situation as a result of this relationship that you're asking about today, if you're finding discomfort about it, just know that you are going to learn something from this that you can use going forward with this same person or with other people in your life. Okay, whether they be romantic partners, whether they be friendship, family members, you are going to be learning through this and through how you handle it. Second card, group 2. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So you're really looking for the highest good for yourself, and you're thinking about this person right now. So this is, as you think about this, why do you want him to contact you again? What positives do you see in this? What do you like about this specific person? What do you like about how you and this person feel when you're together? Do you like it? Or are you wanting him to contact you just because you're afraid? You know, often we may think that, well, what if there's nobody better? What if this is the best I can expect? What if I have to put up with this, okay? So these are all thoughts surrounding this card. So surrender that the universe is always trying to give you something that is the best, okay? And so if you're in a situation that is not happy, where you feel anxious, then we can pretty much know that that's not the best situation you could possibly have, that there is better. Okay, group 3, second card. Joy is the ultimate creator. Okay, so isn't this cool that group 3, we got both of these. Hope is the conduit for miracles, because nothing good can happen unless you believe that it's possible. And then we have joy is the ultimate creator. So I want to ask you, group 3, when you think about this person that you're asking about in today's reading, when you think about him, do you feel hope? Do you feel joy? Do you feel joy in thinking about how you have felt in the presence of this person? And that's the thing to think about in relation to this question. In terms of the oracle cards, okay, how do you feel about this? And do you actually want to be in contact again based on how you have felt in his presence until now? All right, you guys, please subscribe, Hit that notification bell. If you liked today's reading, please leave me a comment. It means so much to me, and I love to hear from you. Blessings, and I'll see you in my next video.